Well, that's interesting. I'd love to just clear this out, that tree, but there's a power line with it. So I guess I'm not going this way. Oh well. Well, it looks like the church got hit pretty hard too. So last night was a pretty significant storm. We got lots and lots of rain. Actually got a little water that came in our basement, which is a problem I have to deal with. And some real gusty wind came through and blew over some trees at our house, some little trees, but a lot of branches and stuff down just all around the house. But I've got some projects to do today. We're running on a generator at home right now. Power's out, but I've got a few projects to do, helping get some backhoes running for my father-in-law, and mini excavators and things getting ready to sell. So we'll be off and over there here in a little bit and see if we can get them all running and pulled out and just cleaned up and checked over, make sure they're ready to go.
So we are headed out to check out and assess the storm damage on our property and maybe down the street a little bit. We hear there's a lot of trees down. Our power is out. Todd's work, our church, power is out. Yeah. Our driveway just washes away with the heavy rain. I know we've shown this to you guys before, but wow. I think you can see old asphalt. Our driveway used to be paved. This is unbelievable. Check out these huge chunks of wood that we got from a great friend.
He would run right there.
Oh, another wood pile knocked over by the storm. All right, so what do you think?
Our driveway is really bad.
What's really great about this area down in the valley, because our house is built up on a hill, into the side of a hill, is this remains untouched for the most part. So it's been raining a lot. I've got so much weeding to do, but you'll see all of our fruit trees are doing great, and they didn't even get knocked over in the storm.
Well, today we're going to be trying to get some trucks running, and it looks like dead battery for sure. Dead battery for sure. So we'll get those charged up first. And then we have a couple backhoes. My father-in-law closed down his construction company, and so we're going to be getting all these fixed up, running, move them, kind of line them up nicely back here, and then we'll get them ready to sell. So right now I think these three run, but I want to check the oil. There are some flat tires and some slow leaks I think that we need to take a look at, obviously, and get these aired up. Got a lot of scrap to get out of here. Some of these buckets are scrap. Some of these buckets that are broken here, these ones, that one's scrap. I think there was another one here, this one right here. So we're gonna load up as much scrap metal as possible. We got a bunch of rebar back here. We'll scrap all this and get these buckets all flipped over the right way and stored. Really not a good idea to store buckets this way, although it's easy to hook them back up. they're just gonna sit and fill with water and rust. So I like to flip them over. So we'll flip all these buckets over. And then we've got the mini excavator here that also has a dead battery. And I'll be darned if I could find the battery in this thing. I found a manual and I think it's behind this panel. So we'll get this taken off. I had to chase some hornets out of here the other day. I think they're gone now. So we'll take a look at that and see if we can get this thing started as well. And I can use this to move some of the steel around in the buckets and things. We got the work truck out now. So he's got air compressors on here. A good friend of mine, Darren, is coming to help me today. And this is gonna make things a lot easier so we can get these tires inflated out here without having to run, you know, power cords and stuff out and carry compressors around. Pretty handy little deal. All right, we got these on the charger. Looks like this is an old Detroit diesel. Looks like the battery actually took a charge, so we'll let that sit a little longer, see what happens with that one. This one's charging too. Looks like it's not quite taking power quite as well as the other one did, so this battery might be toast. We'll see. Well, tires aired up. These ones are all looking good. Everything's working except for we got a hydraulic line broke on one of these. We'll have to either fix or just sell it as is. And I'm gonna load up a bunch of rebar. Dump it in that trailer. The old trusty utility trailer. Okay, this one's the old one, so I think that's gear. Forward, neutral, gas brake, bucket. Okay, more throttle, idle. Hurricane. What's the worst that can happen? Ooh, brakes don't really work. And the accelerator sticks. That's cool. Darren to the rescue again. Well, it should be worth something. What is your guess on how much weight this is? All this rebar and these buckets. Let's go to the scales, find out. A lot of steel. All right, we were at 89.80 on the way in. Let's see where we're at now. guesses. Almost 1,020 pounds. Oh, 1,000 pounds. $68. I cleaned these out at the beginning of the year, and they just it just doesn't last long. The storm really blew a lot of leaves and sticks down on the roof. So even if I clean these out, next time it rains, all this is just going to end up in the gutters. So I'll try to clean up as much of this stuff as I can. But there's a lot of it.
Oh wow.
This was full. They all were.
That was a bad storm.
Well, it looks like some water still made it in there. Well, those are all clear. Next time it rains, it'll wash the rest of that out. I'd like to get these ones over here too, but that's a steep roof, so I can't really get out there without a harness or something, because if I fall, it's a long way down. But this is a pretty flat slope right here, so I'll clean this one out. I feel comfortable with that one.
I'm hearing all of this pounding.
Yeah. I'm just trying to fix these a little bit, because they were all like lopsided and stuff. They're sinking in.
It actually looks a lot better. Oh, wait, yes. Look at how far up it goes.
Yeah, I think it goes all the way up that oak.
Just cut it? That sounds boring.
I mean, I'm all for pulling stuff with the truck anytime we get a chance, but I don't want to pull the whole tree down. And this is the problem with stacking wood between trees. When it gets really windy, in a storm like this, it shakes the pile enough where it falls over. And so here we are.
We should go fishing with all these.
Stacking wood again.
Yep. Second time. You should stack in circles.
I was just thinking about that. Remember when I made fun of Wrangler Star for stacking wood in circles?
Yeah.
This is God's payback for me being a jerk. I'm trying to make a whole new spot right here in this flat area, so we'll fill this whole thing in with wood. And it's close to the wood boiler, so. be loud back here, but the generator sits right there, exhaust points away from the house. So the box right there, there's just a cable hooked up, 220, 30 amp to that box, and that's wired directly into our panel. And then in our panel, I actually installed it's called an interlock kit. So it just forces you to shut the main off, and then it allows this panel to slide over, which then allows you to turn this breaker on. This is where the generator's fed into, 30 amp double pole. And then I just turn off all my big stuff, air conditioners and stoves and any, 220 stuff, my water heaters, electric now. And then it powers everything else. So everything else in the house, I got a couple refrigerators, freezers, all the outlets, lights. The whole house is powered with the exception of just the big things. So it works really well.